Hello, base builders. Welcome to the first edition of the Building Lab I've been promising so many people about. I'm known around the CUH community as Stacker. A lot of people have seen my work and asked me how do I do things and build the things I do, and I figured I'd give back and kind of show you the tips and tricks and stuff I've learned and the stuff I've picked up, and kind of let everybody see what goes on and see the easy ways to build. What I'm going to do today is we're going to make some stairs. Everybody loves the stairs I make, and they ask, how hard was it to do, and it's really pretty simple. Kind of the first thing that you want to have in any tune that you're going to be editing with is Fly. Make sure you have Fly, because Fly is basically going to give you the ability to be able to move around, get in spots you're not going to be able to normally get into, and just be able to get the vantage points, the camera angles and stuff like that you're not normally going to be able to see. The next big thing that you're going to be able to that you're going to want to be able to do is be able to see what's going on. Know that certain items have certain drag points, and that's that helps big time too when stacking. One of the big things that is going to be your tools, which I'm sure most people know about, but it's going to be the good old safe and floor tile. I myself like to put a nice big row of safes that stack right from the floor all the way to the ceiling. Some people use floor lamps. Either one works, whatever your preference is. I just find that as far as stacking and adjusting things, that the safes are pretty stable. I kind of had some issues with floor lamps every once in a while, but to each his own. However it works, pretty much use what's going to work best for you. What I normally do when I start any project, I'll build a big row of safes in the front of the room, in the back of the room. That allows you to be able to place that floor tile and adjust it on the fly very quick. You see how that moves up and down very easy. So you can adjust heights and things like that. Very simple, very fast, and it doesn't take a whole lot. I've seen some people where they'll pick their height, then they'll get about 6 or 7 floor tiles and create a whole floor to lay stuff on. That's nice, but as you see, you can't see anything below what you're placing. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's under it. From the bottom is all right, but from the top, it's just not going to work. So I like to place one floor tile. Now most floor tiles have a grab point, as you see in the lower corner. So instead of moving it, you see how it's going to drop down. If you rotate it, I can now have a whole floor length to be able to move this floor tile. Okay, so getting into corners and things like that, real simple. Flip that around, and then I can shove this floor tile right dead up into the corner of that space. You see where the red is saying it's not going anymore. So learn to use that rotation piece on that floor tile. Use it to your best of your ability. As far as stacking goes, same thing when you're looking at desks themselves. Okay, desks are a nice thing to stack. They're very easy. Their drag point is right on the very corner of most desks. Okay, so you can stack a lot of desks very quickly just by placing the corner on top of the next corner, like so. So you can actually see it doesn't take much to lift those desks up. Okay, a lot of us that were around building before I-13 happened, you're pretty much going to know that flipping desks and stacking them was the way to get anything that you wanted up in the air, and what a big pain in the ass that was. So the floor tile and safe combination is definitely going to give us a lot more ability, but I still stack desks. I'm still a desk stacker. You'll see it in a lot of my stuff. I like to flip stuff up, put stuff on the desks. One of the known facts that you need to know about with desks is if you want to move, let's say this middle desk here, it's not going to let you do it. You need to take this desk, drag it to a different room, and then you'll see it's floating. Okay, floor tile, you just pick it up, set it where you want it to be, set your height, put what you ever want to put on it, and then you're good to go. Okay, you move your tile out, and then whatever you have set there is now floating. So one of the things that I'm going to make real quick to kind of show you guys is going to be just a set of stairs with some desks. Now you can use any kind of desk, doesn't really matter. You just kind of want to watch the details I'm very detail oriented, so I like to not be able to see the stuff I shouldn't see, and see the stuff that that makes sense. And one of the things is for stairs with desks is you're going to want to have them come right out of the floor. It's kind of weird to have that little gap up to them, or use an actual set of stairs to another set of stairs. You want to try to keep the transition as smooth as possible. That way it doesn't look all crazy. And by doing that, you need to have your floor height set at least 1 up. That way we can sink some of the desks into the ground. Now, there are some other tricks for making certain kinds of stairs without having to raise the floor, but for all intents and purposes, for what I'm going to show you today, this is pretty much the way that most of the stair stuff is done. We'll set our height with the floor tile. You see now that's only up off the ground, just one click here. Each safe is going to have 4 clicks, so the second click is going to be the half a safe, and then so on and so on. 2 more will be the full safe. Now a safe is also the same height as one of your risers here, so it makes it very easy to be able to figure out your heights. And then really and truly, I'm going to build these from the bottom up. But if you're building something, you need to know your heights, because you can adjust the stair size to give you a longer stair, to stretch the distance, or a shorter stair, which will give you, a shorter vertical climb. So the best thing is to know where your second floor is going to be, map it out, and then you can pretty much start from there as far as how far you want your desks to come. With this here, I'm going to set this first desk, and I'm going to basically run it into the bottom of the floor. It's that technique of placing stuff underneath the ground like you can with plants. So I'm going to take this first desk and just kind of run it in. I'll do it on the side here, that way we can kind of see it a little bit better. So that way you see the floor, and then you have just a quarter bit of the desk that's sticking out of the top here. And then the next step from here is we just raise this up 1, and then we're going to place the next desk. Don't you love when that happens? But you place the next desk pretty much right in front of it. Now the big thing that you're going to see that you're going to have trouble with is it's going to want to pop up. It's going to want to come right out. If you get stuff from the sides, that's all good and dandy, but one of the other tricks to counteract this is camera angles. Look at what you can. Now I can look from the bottom. This desk is not going to go up anywhere because it's going to want to place it lower than it actually is. So I can place this desk here, and we'll do a half a desk stair. And as I come back up on top of it again, you'll see there's 1 stair, there's a second stair. Now we bring this up again. The third stair on this type scenario is going to be right up off of the actual floor itself. So we're going to place this on the floor. And of course I got the floor tile here, so I'm going to move the floor tile out of the way. Place a desk. And again, you kind of see how the stairs are forming. What I'm going to do as well, you'll be able to see, I'll bring this up to the next level. Take my desk, again, put it there, and it's wash, rinse, repeat. You just kind of keep going till you get the height that you want, until you hit hit where you want. And you can do with any kind of desk. You can do round desks. You can do wood desks. You can do anything with a flat surface. Pretty much you can make a desk out of it. The big thing that you want to do is on the detail side of things. Now, on certain desks like these, like the gray counters, you're going to have that little bit of flashy on the side, so you want to do something to kind of cover that up. So place them against a wall on one side, and then create, a wall on the other side. Put something in front of it to kind of block it. Hide what you don't want seen. And you can even do that by taking something else and then fitting into the desk here, so you're not going to have that flash. As far as any other stacking, place stuff up. Like I said, move it to other rooms, and that's pretty much, the basics of stacking anything. The biggest piece is just knowing your heights and knowing where you want to go with it. For the next one I'll shoot here, I'm going to show you how to stack with lights. I get a lot of comments about the light stacking stuff because you have to stack from the ceiling down. So that'll be video number 2. All right, guys. See you next time.